Hi, good afternoon. This is Justin with Goodland Plumbing. Today is Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. Right now we are here, I believe, at 515 North Aliso Street for Mission City. Today we are cameraing the sewer lateral. We're here at 515 North Aliso Street for Mission City. Today we're cameraing and jetting the sewer lateral due to repeated stoppages. Right now we had just got done jetting the line from our cleanout in between Unit B and the garage, right outside the laundry. We jetted that out as far as we can. I think we only got out about 125 feet before we got hung up, I believe, on a Y connection. However, we sent our camera out all the way to 165, which is going to be our next available cleanout downstream, which we are going to then hop to and attempt to jet and finish cameraing the rest of the way from. Like I said, right now we're about 165 feet out at that lower cleanout at our neighboring property. Right now we're going to be pulling back against flow towards our cleanout. Right here we transition from ABS to clay. Pulling back through this clay section, like I said, we're on our neighboring property. We should be pulling back towards our property, running along their backyard. This section from about 160 to about 125, I believe, is as far as we got with the jetter. Will probably look untouched from our previous pre-jetting video, just because, like I said, I don't think the jetter got out this far. What we will, however, try is hopping onto that further cleanout and jetting back upstream. You can see down there at 158, we got roots. It's at 148. And then another root intrusion at 143. Another root intrusion, 138. Pulling back here to that 125 mark, like I said previously. This is about as far out as we can get our jetter. I believe we were possibly getting hung up on this Y. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like there might possibly be a crack right here at that Y connection, but like I said, it's hard to tell based off the camera. As we pull back through that Y, looks like there might be a slight offset there. What is being served upstream from this Y, we are not 100% sure. We think it might possibly be the neighboring property further down on the driveway as 515. I believe it is going to be 517. However, they do also have another Y connection a little bit further back, as we will see. It looks like possibly right here around 123 there were root intrusions, but it looks like we had jetted them out. Pulling back through this clay section, we were pretty much running straight up the little easement or hedge area in between the two properties. Right here at 113, we're transitioning from clay to ABS for our clean out downstream. This clean out, like I said, is located kind of at the back corner of our property, at the end of the driveway. Originally, we were going to try utilizing this to jet, kind of hop down each step, clean out, and jet them periodically, as well as using this as a relief in the event it backs up. Unfortunately, it looks like there's now a shipping container located over this clean out, so we were not able to get access to it. Because of that, we were only comfortable jetting up to a certain PSI. In the event that it backed up, we didn't want it to overwhelm the pipe and possibly flood properties further downstream. Pulling back here to around 107, this is where that lower, I believe, 117 neighboring property is tying in at. Right here, around 103, this was I believe, our larger root intrusion that we had originally cameraed. I think when originally cameraing it, it was probably around 80% pipe capacity. We were, however, able to whittle it down to maybe around 40–50% pipe capacity. You know, like I said, we were only comfortable jetting this up to around 3,000 psi. We worked this zone back and forth numerous times, but this root intrusion is still prevalent. This guy, like I said, is located right underneath that kind of hedge and still shipping container area, so we weren't really able to get an accurate location on it, unfortunately, but we do have a general idea of where it is. Because we weren't able to whittle this zone down to like a minimum of 10% or less, I'd probably recommend having this zone spot repaired, just because it'll probably be likely to cause issues in the future. We're continuing pulling back up the driveway along the fence. Looked like we probably had some small root intrusion right there at 89 feet out. Maybe one more at 83. 89. Still got a small root intrusion at 75 feet.
Did you get one at 103? Big one?
Now we got another small one here at 71 feet. Uh, 67. 64. Right here, around 59 feet, there are some small root intrusions, but we are also coming around a slight turn or change in direction. This is going to be kind of as our fence meets the hedge. We're pulling from that fence line kind of back more towards our buildings for 115, that is. Real small root intrusion at 53. Looks like a small one here at 37. And lastly, these ones right here at 6 feet in, these guys are real small stragglers. Just because of how close we were to our cleanup, we weren't able to really jet them at super high PSI, but it does look like we were able to clean them down a good amount. Now we come up and out of our cleanout. This is our cleanout. Line's kind of running, shoots down the driveway. That's going to be the end of this recording. We're now going to try hopping down to the cleanout on the neighboring side of the property, where we're going to jet back up towards this cleanout so we can service the rest of the lot line, and then further down to the street. End of recording.